Hello everyone, thank you for watching. My name is Nefertiti. I am a wellness coach and I specialize in yoga, mat Pilates, astrology, crystal healing, practical spiritual coaching, and plant-based nutrition. And I'm hoping my new website will be up this week. So if you do want to book a session with me, or if you have a question, you can use one of the links in the description box below, and I would be more than happy to assist you. So this is an energy update for the week beginning October 14th. And we just came off of an Aries full moon, and we're still kind of feeling the energy of that. You know, it lingers for a couple of days. And this full moon was in alignment with lucky, protective, hopeful Jupiter, but it was in hard aspect to Pluto, which is about power struggles, death and rebirth. So this was kind of a wild card energy, right? But ultimately, whatever occurred, whatever ended, whatever manifested, whatever culminated at this full moon was for our highest good. The sun is going to be transiting Libra until the 23rd, so we're still seeking more balance in our life. Relationships are highlighted and focused at this time. And Mercury is going to be in Scorpio for the next 2 months because he's going to retrograde starting October 31st. So we're already starting to see things kind of slow down, kind of stabilize, but I feel like with this Mercury retrograde, the slowdown is kind of welcomed because we had a lot of energy come in through the summertime with all those eclipses, and we've had to make shifts and changes. We've had the eclipse energy. We've also had the solar waves coming in. The Schumann resonance was all over the place. So if you are a highly sensitive being, such as myself, you pick up on subtle energies, you have felt these fluctuations. And sometimes it's been good because it's given you a burst of energy. It's given you some motivation, but sometimes it's exhausting. It wears you out, right? So I feel like this retrograde is going to give our minds the break that it needs to kind of slow things down so we can process and integrate things on the level of belief, because that is the most important thing, right? And we have Venus transiting Scorpio. So like I mentioned in the last video, if you're a Scorpio, you're looking extra sexy right now, extra beautiful. But this is about relationships, secret lovers. This could also be about those things that give us pleasure behind the scenes, respite, and, you know, creating a peaceful home environment, surrounding yourself with the things and people that you love. So today, Monday, October 14th, Mercury, decision-making Mercury, is going to sextile Saturn. So this is good support and stability and practical thinking, making plans and focus. The sun is also going to be square to Pluto. So this is about facing our fears, being willing to look at those things within us that represent our shadow, right? Which is just another aspect of ourself. We don't have to think of our shadow as a negative thing. It's the part of us that keeps us aligned, because we need that contrast. We need that duality. We need to see what it is that we don't want, that we're afraid of, so that we can move towards the light, the opposite direction, right? On the 15th, Mercury is going to trine Neptune. So this is good energy for making those new plans, for feeling inspired. It's a very compassionate, empathetic energy, and it's about seeing the possibilities. And then we move on to the weekend, the 19th, where Mercury is going to sextile Pluto. So this is another great day for deep thinking, tapping into those mysteries of life, the mysteries outside of you, the mysteries inside of you. It's a great day for studying, for deep thinking. So last week we had Uranus very active. We may have gotten some surprises, some awakenings. And I feel like this week is kind of where we're integrating those shifts that we've had to make, whether they're external or internal. We're starting to kind of get accustomed to the changes. So this is a great week for that. On the 20th, we have Venus sextiling Saturn. So this is great for relationships, for attracting and manifesting money and what it is that you need. I've said this before in other videos. I love Bashar's example of prosperity, of abundance. It's basically being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. So it has no connection to the amount of money that you have. Abundance is something that comes from the inside of you, and you can be abundant in a lot of things. You should be abundant in many things, not just money, but relationships, good health, sound mind. These are all components of abundance. All right. So overall, a very good week, kind of a quiet week. So we need that. Take advantage of these times, right? To really sit down, write out some plans, to kind of daydream a little bit. With Mercury here, Neptune here, it's good energy for that. So I'm going to offer you some crystal healing now. And the crystal that came up was emerald. Emerald is great for reviving passions. It's going to help to promote confidence and self-esteem. It's great for mental acuity with the Mercury energy there. Cooperation and understanding, especially in the group dynamic. And great for attracting money, right? Which we have that energy with us this week for attracting that particular kind of abundance. And emerald is great for healing heart issues, emotional healing, the things that keep us feeling stuck, the things that keep us from moving forward fearlessly, going towards our passions, our goals, our dreams, our aspirations, our life purpose, right? We need to learn to do things afraid. I mean, I like to think of myself as somebody that doesn't have a plan B. It's do or die. Right? Once I knew what my purpose was, once my angels and teachers and guides led me towards my purpose and my mission, I devote myself to that. Regardless of what happens, regardless of what comes. And it takes a lot of courage and bravery every single day for me to do this, but I'm accustomed to it. I've allowed myself that time to get used to it. I was willing to go through those hard days of being afraid, of being intimidated, of being vulnerable. We have to learn to be vulnerable, right? Because there's strength in that. There's growth in being vulnerable, but you do it with a sound mind. You do it with the intention of making yourself a better person, not to become more of a victim. So great energy for that this week. Let's talk about the Oracle card that came up. And the card that came popping out of the deck was the Shield Maiden card, which is about making plans and focusing. And I feel like this week, this card relates to the integration that I mentioned earlier in the video. We need time now for the plans to start to manifest in physical form, because we can be over planners, overthinkers. I'm guilty of that. I'm a chronic overthinker, but I have learned to make myself take those action steps every single day, even if it's just a little bit, because any movement forward is movement forward, right? So making your plans, trusting in your sensitivity, trusting in your intuition. We as women, we're highly intuitive. We need to trust that. Men too, you're intuitive, but women, I feel like we have another level of it, okay? But trusting in your guidance, and especially when it comes to making those plans, doing what's right for you, not what you feel like could be the quickest way to get to something, or the most efficient even. It just needs to be practical. It needs to kind of have, your plans need to have action steps involved in them, okay? What am I going to do to make this happen? So the angel number that came up this week was angel number 72. And this is about finding balance in your life, which we have been doing with this Libra energy. Keep up the good work that you're doing. So when you see number 72, this is a sign from your angels that they're giving you like a pat on the back, a hand clap, a thumbs up, like you're doing it, you're on the right path, keep moving forward, and to trust your intuition, to trust your gut feelings, trusting that intuition with that Venus sextile Saturn energy. That's about trusting those intuitive messages. So is that Mercury sextile Pluto in that Scorpio energy too, which is highly intuitive. And just know that you are being supported by your angels and guides to move forward with your positive plans. Ask for the guidance, ask for the assistance, and be open and receptive to it, and detached from how that information comes to you, detached from how the abundance that you need comes to you. All right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I hope it was helpful for you. And if you'd like to support my channel, you can do so using the Venmo or PayPal links below. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.